be here. I was surprised when he said Bloomington, no one booed. Usually we come up this far north and you guys are like, go back home, you know? Especially you're wearing Purdue. You automatically hate me. You're like, not yet, we'll see. Now, living in Bloomington's cool. I don't know if you guys know a lot about Bloomington, but Bloomington is the type of place where they care about the community a lot. They do a lot of charity work, so I love living in Bloomington. Actually, Bloomington has the largest homeless population in all of Indiana. So there's always people out just trying to take care of the homeless, take care of people, which is great for a dude who looks like this. Yeah. Like if I'm back home and I get hungry, I just gotta go to a park somewhere. Just like sit down and wait. And eventually, someone's gonna bring me a sandwich. I call it reverse hunting. It's cool, and there's a lot of great people in Bloomington too. There's a lot of great people here in Fort Wayne. I noticed that the same people that like me back home, though, is the same people that like me here in Fort Wayne. It's kind of weird. I refer to those people as cops. Are there any cops in here tonight? You got to tell me, or it's entrapment. I know that cops like me too, because they always want to hang out. It's like every time they pull me over, they're like, get out of the car. You didn't laugh at that. You were just like, no, that's definitely true. You look like you're a prosecutor. Are you a prosecutor? Yeah, liar. I felt you judging me from right there, man. What's funny though, I'll tell you guys, the last time I got pulled over, it was kind of funny because whenever he pulled me over, he asked me the same question that all cops ask me. He was like, all right, man, where's it at? But then he threw a curveball. He was like, where's the gun? I was like, gun? Dude, I think you mean weed. I'm glad you guys laughed at that. He did not think it was funny. Oh man, because then he was like, well now I have to search the car. But here's the thing, just, a little bit of a plot twist for you guys. This is my 14th year sober. I've been sober for 14 years, thank you so much. Yeah. Those of you that didn't clap just didn't believe me. Yeah, sober for 14 years, I just never told any of my clothes. So the cop, whenever he was like, I got to search your car, and I was like, that's fine, you're not going to find anything. I forgot, however, that I did have CBD in the car. Do you guys know what CBD flower is? Like it looks like weed, smokes like weed, and does nothing for you. So he searched the car and found my bag of CBD flower, and he comes back out and he's like, I thought you didn't have any weed. I said, I don't, dude. And he goes, then what's this? I said, sir, that is diet weed. Again, y'all laugh, he didn't. You have any idea how embarrassing it is to get arrested for CBD flower? Like you're in there with real men, and they're like, hey, little brother, what do you get locked up for? And I'm like, dude, I got back pain and anxiety. It made me think like maybe I should change this homeless chic look that I got going on, But here's the thing, that comedy's my full-time gig. I get to travel all over the country doing this, and a great thing, oh, thank you very much. That was probably my wife. She's like, get him out of the house, oh, thank God. And a thing happens though at the end of every show that's super cool is people want to come up to me and tell me what I look like to them. And I want to share with you guys like a couple of them. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and after a show, this dude comes up to me and he goes, oh, dude, Lieutenant Dan. You agree with that? Yeah, well, you're wrong. It's called stand-up. I got both my legs, bro. Another good one was this guy came up to me and he was just like, dude, great show tonight, super funny. I feel like I have to tell you though, you look like Vietnam Jesus. I was like, what does that even mean, dude? He said, you just look like Jesus if he'd really been through the shit. Spoiler alert. I read the book. It turns out JC went through some things. Why we wrote the book, actually. He was like, either way, dude, Vietnam Jesus. I was like, well then, laugh and be blessed. The weirdest one, though, is that a friend of mine called me up on the phone and he goes, dude, I'm watching Justice League right now. No offense, you look just like Aquaman. That's Jason Momoa. He's like the sexiest dude alive. I just seen so many women in here go, honey. You do not look like my man. But you're right, I don't. I look like if Aquaman drowned. Like, no one found me for 3 days. Oh, dude, I'm like Jesus Aquaman. Because he died and then 3 days later he rose again. Read the Bible, guys. Sinners. No, it's cool though. I love doing comedy. Doing comedy is such a great gig. Before I did comedy though, I actually was driving Uber back home in Bloomington. Do we have any Uber drivers? Round of applause if you're an Uber driver. No, because they're sad. Like no one wants to admit that. It's not even a real job. Like when I quit my job and started driving Uber, I did it so I wouldn't be unemployed. And quickly I realized that driving Uber is a fancy way of saying that I was unemployed. And what's really funny though is whenever I first started driving, my friends were like, dude, that's great. What's your theme gonna be? I was like, theme? He's like, yeah, for your car. What's your theme gonna be? I was like, how about D&D? He's like, Dungeons and Dragons? I said, no, driving drunks, dude. Like I've never gone to pick anybody up and they're just like, hold on a second, Uber. No, dude, I'll get inside your car. It's cool, bro. I'm gonna get in. You got like really, really cool hair, and I do like your beard. But before I get in your car, what's your theme? I'm like, Mom, get in the car so we can leave, you know? What's funny though is my dude told me, he's like, I got a great idea, man. You're gonna love this. You should use this theme. Uber escape room. I was like, they got a word for that. It's kidnapping. Like, you look like a lovely young lady. How would you feel if you got in an Uber and there was like a miniature picture of Sasquatch? Or that. And that was nice. I like that. I was starting to feel it too. You guys are about to see something. But how would you feel if you got in the car with me and I was just like, hey, put your phone in the basket. We're gonna play a game. That's not how I want to end up back on TV, you know what I mean? Which I don't know if you guys heard, I was on Vice TV last year. That's what Vice TV is. I'm the first member of my family to be on national television. So, yeah, thank you. But technically, I'm the first member of my family to be on national television without the words person of interest under it, but like, it's a big deal, you know? I'm going to share with you guys real quick just a really funny Uber story, and I'm going to get out of here because my buddy AJ Wilkerson is in the house. Jason Mewes is in the house. Let's make some noise. This is like my favorite thing that ever happened driving Uber. I go to pick these girls up at a sorority house, which I call red flag number 1. They were going 3 houses down. That's red flag number 2. But they get in the car, it's a whole car full of them. They get in the car, this girl gets in the front seat and she goes, "Hey, play some music." It's like, "Well, what do you want?" She goes, "Elton John's Tiny Dancer." Weird, okay. So I put it on, we go to pull out, and she looks me right in the eyes and she goes, "Now sing it, Uber." I was like, "No, Brianna." But we're only going 3 houses down, so we drive down the road, I pull into the driveway, and none of them get out of the car. And she looks at me and she goes, "We are not getting out of this Uber until you sing." So I said, "I wasn't gonna let you out anyways." They got out of that car so fast, man. Perhaps you've heard of my theme. Oh man, you guys have been so much fun. Thank you so much. Enjoy your night.